So this question is design underground system. So you have three methods: check-in, check-out, and get average time. And for check-in, you have the ID, the person who walk in, at what station, at what time, and then check-out is going to be similar. And then get average time is going to calculate the time between start station and end station. So yeah, let's look at this. So here's it. So yeah, you can read over the input, but I'm just explain my uh, idea. So check in with the ID 45, and you walk into this station at time 3, and then 32 doing the same for time 8, 27 doing the same for the 10. So as you can see, like the same station, which is what? Sorry, not this one. Which is this one and this one, right? With two different type of person. Okay, so when they check out, right? So 45 check out at least Waterloo station. 27, 32 doing the same checkout with different station, right? And then we get like average time between these two station. So we're going to find out this, and we're going to find out this, right? So this is check-in. Check-in is 32. The ID with 32 comes at 8, leave at 22. So what's the time between 22 minus 8, which is equal to 14? How many people? One person, right? So it's going to be 14. And then next is going to be what? Get average time between it's called uh Liston, right? And then Waterloo. And then it's going to be have what? Time 3 and 15, so it's going to be 12. Okay, here's it, 12. And then times 10 and 20 is going to be 10. That's 22. But how many people? 2. The average time is 11. Now you're doing the same for you're doing the same thing for the rest of them, right? So if someone check in later and then check out, you want to calculate the average time based on the number of person who check out, right? And then you need to add in your numerator, right? So just 22 plus x, and then over how many people. So I'm going to explain the solution. So we can use in the hash map for the first solution to store the check-in and check-out station. So the hash map. So it's going to be string as a key to store, and then here for value. I'll explain what happens. So this is checkout map. So I'm just a checkout. Okay. And then check-in is going to be hash map. And then it's going to be integer. And then it's going to be pure string integer. Check in. So check in, check out. So whatever I need to do is initialize the map. Out. All right. So what I need to check in is what? Check in is going to be the ID, right? The ID is pretty important. And then when I store, I'm going to store the station name and also the time. Okay, for check-in. So check-in, put ID, new pair, and then it's going to be station name and then time. So this will be the whole entire check-in. For the checkout, I'm going to find out because you want to check out, right? So somebody does check in already. So you want to get this value, right? So I'm going to say check-in person, something like this. So it's going to be check-in dot get ID, right? So how do I know how do I know the route from where, from what station to station, right? So I'm going to create a key, right? So string rot equal to check in and check out. So from here to here, right? So this is so this is the station check-in. This is the station checkout. So I'm going to create a key that I will store in the checkout map, right? And then when you do the calculate get average, it's going to be straightforward. So let me do this. So private string generate rot. So star string star station string and station. So it's going to be a unique key for sure. So star station. And then I'm going to just using a dash or underline, doesn't matter, like whatever you want to use, okay? Plus the end station. So in this one, I'm just put it right here and then check in person dot get key, right? And then comma, the ending station is going to be station. All right, so what's the total time? So total time is going to be represent check-in time. So check-in person, this is time, right? Check-in person dot get value. So this is check-in time. The checkout time is right here. So it's going to be T minus. All right, so far so good. So once I have this, basically I want to find out, does my checkout map has list key already? If I do, then I will just add. If not, then just initialize to 0, right? For this pair. So here at checkout integer has to be integer. So it has to be integer is because when you're doing the checkout, oh, hold on, maybe I can do this. Get average time. Let me do this first. So rot equal to, so I already know my key, right? So it's gonna be generate a rot star station and station, and then right. So this is gonna be my path, right? So right here is a key checkout, right? So return check out get key divide by checkout.get value. But how do I know this is checkout? So I need to get a checkout here, right? So let me do this. I just call data, okay? Checkout.get key right here, right? And then I'm going to say data.get key divided by data.get value. And then this will return integer, so I need to cast to double. All right, so that's pretty straightforward, right? So once you know how to get an average time, you know how to check out, right? So here, integer. Actually, I can just get a data. So it's gonna be checkout, get or default. So if I have this key already, right, then I'll just grab it and then add it, right? Also, I'm just a peer say 0. Checkout. Maybe checkout, right? Checkout output. The key is not going to change. It's going to be what? And then the peer is going to be representing what? The data that get key. And then it has to be plus the what? Total time, right? So the numerator is total time. The denominator is what? The person, right? The total time. And then comma. And then it's going to be 1 plus get value. So yeah, it always increment by 1. So oh, where is the problem? So check out get oh. So I need to get a key, not this. Get route. Okay, my bad. All right, so for the time and space is gonna be all of them. For the time, this is constant. Yeah, this is all constant. The only thing you need to traverse is all of input. All right, this is straightforward solution for hash map. So if you want to optimize this to the OOP, so we can do it as well. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna create additional class. So it's gonna be class passenger. I'm gonna create a class route. Okay. So yeah, this will be it. Okay, so move it forward. So passenger is what I will have the check-in time, so check-in station, and then checkout station, and also the check-in time and then checkout time. Right? So let's do this. String check-in station, string, and then checkout, right? Checkout station, and then int check-in time, and then checkout time. So by default for passenger is what you only care about the check-in, right? And then this will just assign this dot check-in time equal to check-in time, and similar check-in station. And then another one is going to be the checkout station int list dot checkout time list dot checkout station. So once I have list, I will have to generate my my route class. So I will have the start station and the end station, and I will calculate the total trip and also the time. So it is going to be 10 to the 6, and then so it can be int, I believe. So total time. So let me define a constructor. String start sessions station. Okay, so and then I will have to have a get average, so it's gonna be double get average. It's gonna be return double, and it's gonna be uh time time divided by trip, right? So this is the time divided by this, and then once I know my average, I can keep adding, right? So public void add trip. So when you add a trip, it is going to be start time, end time. So it's going to be adding based on the time, right? Plus equal end time minus start time. And then the trip will just add another, you increment by 1. So in this case, like this can define how many people, right? So anyway, I'm just doing like this. All right, so for the hash map, for the underground system, I'm going to create a hash map. So hash map, and then I will have an integer to represent ID, and then the passenger represent the passenger map. passenger map. And then this will be the string and then route. So it's gonna be a route map. And now I will just define my map. Okay. So the check-in is if you found the person inside the passenger map, then you don't need to do anything because the person needs to check out, not checking again. If a person already checking and then he checking again, doesn't make sense, right? He has to check out and then check in and then come back to the check-in, right? So again, passenger. So this is going to be new data. So it's going to be represent ID in a key and a new passenger, and this will represent what check-in station, check-in time. And then checkout is going to be, again, we still need to have a key, right? Because this is going to be the key that we want to use. So generate route start station string and station return start station plus end station. And then let's do the get average first. Once we know the key, we can get the data in the class route and then get average, right? Route and string route equal to generate and start station comma end state, and then return the map dot get. All right. So again, for checkout, if a person ID, right, does not in the map, then you cannot check out. You so just think about this. If you comes if you comes to a station and then you're not doing a check-in, you're doing a checkout right away. Now we don't have data, right? You need to check in first, right? So if the map has the ID, we're doing this. Else we ignore it, right? So passenger, I'm going to say person is going to be the passenger map get ID. So this is the whole data that we have, and then we want to check out the person, right? So person dot checkout, and then what do I have? Station and time. So that would be it, right? So I get a person. I already fill in the check-in. I fill out the checkout. So what I need to do is I want to add a trip, right? And then it's gonna be person dot get check-in. So it's gonna be check-in station, comma person dot get checkout station. So I get a key. I'm going to find out my map, right? So at the end, I will do this route.map.put, and then it's gonna be route, and then I will have to have this attribute. So let's do this route key, and this will just be route. So I want to find out what's the current data in my map. If there is something, like get or default, then we need to keep using this, right? So okay. If not, we just create a first one. So it's gonna be check in and check out, right? So this is gonna be the constructor, right? So it's gonna be where this. So I get this, and I will just add a trip. Add trip. What do I add a trip for? So start time and end time. So I already know the start time, right? So p dot check-in time, and then p dot checkout time, right? Check-in time, and then checkout time. Okay. So once I have this, I already know my key. I'm gonna update my route, and then I will then remove the person inside the passenger map, right? Because the person check out already. I don't want to keep using this data. Remove ID. We store the ID as a key, right? So this will be it, right? So let me run it. Do I forget the int? Cool. Yeah. So this will be the whole entire optimized solution in OOP standard. So you need to have a passenger class to store the check-in and check-out time and station. And then this is going to be the route, calculate the distance and also the time, average time. And this is how you build out the whole thing. So let's talk about the time and space. So let's just discard the class passenger and then route. So this will be all of n, for the space. Time, this is all of one, right? Constant. This is all of one, all of one, all of one. Everything is all of one. However, if you want to traverse the input is gonna be this. It's gonna be all of n. So based on what you want to think about this, if you want to look at the complexity for each function, it should be all of one. But if you want to look at the input that you traverse, is all of n, and space is definitely all of n. All right, see you.